The lanterns floated skyward like fragile suns, each carrying a wish whispered into the night. Anna's eyes burned with the glow as her heart tore itself in two. David's hand tugged hers, hot and urgent. Choose fire. Choose life. You'll never regret burning. Tomas's voice, steady, almost pleading, choose stone. Let me give you a place that will not collapse when the fire fades. The crowd pressed in, cheering as the river carried more lights away. For a moment, Anna saw herself from above, a figure at the crossroads of centuries. With Prague itself holding its breath, she closed her eyes, the city whirling in silence behind her lids. And then, with trembling certainty, she pulled her hand free of David's. Gasps rippled around her. Even Tomas blinked, stunned, but Anna did not reach for either man. Instead, she stepped toward the railing of the bridge and released her lantern into the sky. I choose. Her voice shook, but she made it steady. I choose myself. The lantern drifted upward, joining the thousands. Her breath steadied. For the first time, she felt the city's rhythm settle inside her. Not fire, not stone, but something her own. David's face twisted, torn between fury and despair. You can't survive without fire, he spat. You'll wither in shadows. Tomas's voice broke quietly. You'll crumble without stone. Dreams don't build bridges. Anna turned, meeting both of their eyes. I came to Prague for inspiration, not to be claimed. And she walked away, the city ablaze with light behind her. The city whispered. Word of the bridge spread through taverns and alleys, spun into rumor and myth. Some said the American artist had chosen the wild musician. Others swore she had pledged herself to the architect of shadows. Only those who had truly seen knew the truth. She had chosen neither. Anna buried herself in her art. Day after day, she painted feverishly, canvases filling with impossible bridges, some aflame, some crumbling, some stretching toward endless skies. Her studio smelled of turpentine and rain. Her fingers blistered, her eyes burned red, but the city poured through her hands. One afternoon, Valentina visited. The journalist leaned against the doorframe, eyes sharp as ever. So, you've become Prague's scandal. Anna didn't look up from her canvas. Let them gossip. Oh, they will, Valentina smirked. But the truth is juicier. You've made this city fall in love with you by refusing to be possessed. Anna dipped her brush, crimson dripping like blood. I don't care about their stories. I only care about mine. Valentina studied her for a long moment before nodding. Then write it in color, loud enough that no one can erase it. But David would not vanish so easily. He appeared outside her studio at midnight, soaked from rain, violin in hand. His music tore through the silence, fierce, aching, desperate. Anna opened the window, her heart lurching. Why do you haunt me? She whispered into the night. Because you are the only one who ever listened, David shouted back. His bow trembled, his notes cracked. You felt my fire. You carry it still. Don't deny it. Her chest ached. She wanted to run to him, to be consumed again, to surrender. But she stayed at the window, her hand gripping the sill until her knuckles burned white. Goodbye, David. The words cut like glass. His music faltered, died mid-note. He stood there for a long moment, water dripping from his hair, eyes hollow. Then he turned and disappeared into the labyrinth of streets. his fire swallowed by the city's night. Anna sank to the floor, tears carving salt across her face. Tomas remained, always nearby, always steady, but no longer pressing. He passed her on bridges, in libraries, in quiet courtyards. His nods were polite, his words restrained. One evening, Anna found him repairing a crumbling archway. His hands, rough with dust, moved with patient strength. "You're still angry," she said softly. He shook his head. "Not angry, only empty." She stepped closer, watching the stone under his hands. "You gave me safety. I'll never forget it." His eyes met hers, steady and solemn. "And yet you left me on the bridge." Anna reached out, brushing the dust from his sleeve. "Because safety isn't enough. Not for me. Not now." Silence stretched between them. At last, Tomas gave a small nod, as if laying down a weight he'd carried too long. "You chose well," he murmured. "Prague needs souls who belong to themselves." And then he returned to his work, his figure fading into shadow as though the city had claimed him back. Months passed. Seasons shifted. Winter frost kissed the statues. Spring rain polished the stones. Summer light turned the river to molten gold. Anna's canvases grew bolder, vast, and haunting. Galleries began to whisper her name. Collectors sought her visions. But more than that, the city itself seemed to respond, its colors brighter, its shadows deeper, as though it too painted alongside her. One night, standing once again on Charles Bridge, she watched lanterns rise into the sky. Alone, but not lonely. The river roared below, endless, eternal. She whispered into the wind, to the saints, to the city itself. "I came here to find love. I found something greater. I found myself." The lanterns drifted upward, carrying her words into the stars, and for the first time, Prague felt quiet, at peace. Years later, in a gallery crowded with admirers, Anna stood before her greatest canvas. It stretched floor to ceiling. The Charles Bridge, caught between fire and stone, lanterns floating into an endless sky. Viewers murmured, awestruck. Some saw a story of passion, others of stability, others of solitude. Only Anna knew the truth. It was all of them, and none. She smiled faintly, touching the frame, and outside, far beyond the walls, Prague kept breathing, eternal, watching, alive.